What's up, Garage Gang? It's just me tonight. The lights are low, the shop's a mess, and the only thing holding this market together is hope and duct tape. If you're tired of hopium and influencer bedtime stories, you're in the right damn place. Let's get right to the bloodbath. Bitcoin blew a gasket at 115,000. Think of it as the kingpin of crypto just taking a massive hit, shaking the whole foundation. Ethereum running on fumes at 3,500. It's like your reliable engine sputtering out when you need it most, leaving everyone scrambling. Solana tried to jumpstart, hit 177, then threw a rod fast and flashy, but when it breaks hard and leaves debris everywhere. Cardano, so low, even the tow truck won't show up. It's the underdog that's been kicked one too many times, hitting rock bottom while others pretend not to notice. Every so-called safe play got torched. Every buy the dip signal was a setup, just another left hook from a market that never gets tired of punching below the belt. If you were trading hope, you got smoked, because hope isn't a strategy, it's a trap that lures in the unprepared. Whales and bots were playing chess, retail was stuck playing checkers, on the wrong damn board getting jumped before they even knew the rules. Here's what really went down, step by step, so you understand the mechanics behind the madness. On-chain flows went nuclear, meaning the blockchain data showed massive movements that anyone paying attention could spot. Big dogs, whales moved out, pulling their billions like pros cashing in chips at the casino. Bitcoin and Ethereum got yanked from Binance, Coinbase, Kraken. These are the big exchanges where the action happens, and when the outflows spike, it's a red flag waving in your face. If you didn't spot those outflows, you weren't even looking. And if you bought the long buy signal right as the whales exited, you were basically paying the bill for their next steak dinner, handing over your gains to fund their luxury. That's how this market works, plain and simple. Winners cash out, don't ring a bell, just leave quietly and let you foot the tab. It's the silent exit that crushes the crowd. If you're the last guy at the party, you're cleaning up the mess, wondering where everyone went while you're left with the hangover. Leverage absolutely torched. One red candle and every margin cowboy got tossed. Leverage is like borrowing nitro for your ride, but if the track turns slippery, you're flipping end over end. You go big with hope, you pay for the disciplined trader's withdrawal. They're the ones who set limits, watch the signs, and pull out before the crash. Macro, here's where it gets wild, and I'll break it down so you see why it matters to your portfolio. Japan blinks on rates, meaning their central bank hesitated on hikes, sending ripples through global currencies. China hints at dumping treasuries. Imagine the world's second biggest economy offloading US debt, which could spike yields and crush risk assets like crypto. DC throws out a tariff rumor. Politicians in Washington stirring the pot with trade wars that hit supply chains and investor confidence. Let me be real. Most traders are so focused on their charts, they don't see the food fight going on in the kitchen where global powers are hurling economic tacos at each other. But when the cooks start slinging tacos across the room, it doesn't matter how pretty your plate looks. If you're not watching the chaos, your dinner ends up on the floor, ruined and worthless. Macro is about knowing when to grab your drink, stand up, and move before you wear someone else's mess. It's the big picture awareness that separates survivors from suckers. If you're only watching your ticker, you're the last to know the restaurant's on fire. And by then, your escape route is blocked. DeFi, rugs, exploits, 3 billion lost this year. That's billions vanished in hacks, scams, and protocol failures that could have been avoided with basic diligence. If you're not double and triple checking your security, wallets, smart contracts, everything, you're just a future headline, another whoops my bad on someone else's rug doc, joining the long list of victims who trusted too much. Sentiment, even the meme lords went quiet. Those hype machines that usually pump the fun coins, they're silent now, which tells you the fear is real. When the bravado dries up, it's just sharks and survivors left circling in the deep end. Now let's riff on AI. And I'll dive deeper here because this is the game changer most people are sleeping on. Way too many folks still treat bots like toys, something cute for quick tasks. You're using ChatGPT to write emails or jokes. That's beginner level, like dipping your toe in the ocean while sharks swim below. You're missing the whole race. The real operators have AI agents pulling news in real time, tracking wallet flows across chains, building data pipelines that analyze patterns, automating deals that execute faster than any human could. They're finishing the work before most people finish their first coffee, turning information into action while you're still scrolling. And now AI is building your digital twin, your face, your voice, your hustle, closing sales, selling products, following up on leads 24/7. No PTO, never late, never has a bad day. It's you, but upgraded, relentless, and scaling your empire without burnout. Physical AI already here, bots running warehouses with precision, forklifts that never crash, ranches managed by drones, detailing cars with robotic arms that don't miss a spot. You're not just competing with the guy across town anymore. You're up against machines that don't sleep and don't care. They're efficient, error-free, and evolving every day. If you treat AI like a toy, you're bringing a tricycle to a drag race, getting lapped before you hit the gas. You want to get paid, not replaced? Put the bots to work before they work you out of the picture. Start integrating them now or watch your opportunities vanish. Let's keep it real. PolyMarket and these new prediction markets are Vegas for everything, turning uncertainty into bets you can win. You can bet on whether Bitcoin breaks 120,000 by Sunday, putting skin in the game on price action. You can put money on the Fed's next move, on potential hacks, on the weather in Salinas affecting crops, or if a new Ethereum ETF will be approved this quarter. It's like a casino where every headline is a slot machine. You're not just up against other regulars, you're up against bots reading every feed, every headline, every number before you even get out of bed, calculating odds with cold precision. Today, the only ones eating steak were the ones reading the flows and moving before the crowd. They saw the data, acted fast, and profited. If you bought after the outflows, you paid for their meal, subsidizing the winners. If you chased leverage, you got cleaned out by the disciplined who play smart, not hard. If you missed the macro, you missed the real money, the big swings that come from global shifts. Here's the play, clear and actionable. Set stops to lock in gains, protect your stack like it's your life savings, and trade with conviction, not stubbornness. Know when to cut losses and double down on winners. Every scar is a story. Every loss is fuel for the next rip. Use them to level up, not give up. If you're still here, you want to get better, not just luckier. Smash that like, hit follow, and drop your wildest garage moment in the comments. Best story gets a salute next show. And if you're just here for comfort, stop watching now because AI isn't coming. It's here. It doesn't care if you're ready. If you don't get curious and hungry, you're about to get replaced and you won't even know until it's too late. Your job, your edge, gone in a flash. Let's see who's really paying attention. If this makes you uncomfortable, good, means you're still alive, still ready to pivot, and still part of the crew. I'm John, Guru Crypto Garage, dealer, builder, AI hustler, and your last honest friend in this chaos. Tonight was rough, but rough is where